Dave, how you doing? Better than I deserve. How are you doing? We need your help. We know your followers are gullible. We need you to pump real estate despite all the weakening housing data. We'll even pay you handsomely. Done. Say no more.
Now is the best time to buy a house in the next 5 years. Right now.
Look at his track record, that's all I got to say.
What do you think of that?
Well, I think he's looking at facts instead of fears. Everybody loves, oh my God, it's so much fun to talk rumors and, oh, I feel this way and how do you feel? Who cares how you feel? Look at the facts. The reality is that there's a shortage of houses for sale. Nobody wants to buy a house, which won't happen. Let's say nobody wants to buy a house, then we're in trouble. Then it doesn't matter how much house, or how many homes are for sale. But on the other hand, there's always somebody looking for a house or somebody needs a downsize. They just had a baby. They, now they're on wheels instead of on feet. So they need to find a one-level home or whatever it is. There's always somebody that needs to move. And what's happening is there's just not enough houses right now to satisfy, even in today's economy where people are uncertain per se, there's still not enough to feed us all. Now, I think there are some people that are pulling back, kind of retracting a little bit, saying, wow, my house payment just went up $600 a month. I'm going to hold off and see if rates come back down. And I think what Dave is really trying to say there, and I can't speak on his behalf, but I watch a lot of his stuff, and I am one of their trusted agents, by the way. So if you want a Ramsey trusted agent, in Minneapolis, I'm one of the few. The whole idea there is to take a fiscal, responsible kind of approach to selling and to buying houses and just make sure you're on the right track. But I do agree that, interest rates are probably not going to be much lower. If we do go into a recession, where he may be off is that recessions, usually they'll try to stimulate it with lowering rates. And maybe all of a sudden you'll have lower rates in the future. But if houses appreciate, at the end of the day, you got to remember, Dave Ramsey's a cash guy. Pay cash, pay it off. You don't carry debt. He says, I don't even know what a credit card is. I don't have a credit score. He's a guy who walks around with $100 bills and pays for things in cash. Never has a worry in the world. Never has anybody trying to repo anything. Never has anybody trying to take things away. Never has to worry about making a payment. Like he says, I work because I want to. I don't work because I have to. Tries to change your mind into...
What's a Ramsey trusted realtor anyways?
Dave Ramsey, who's a debt specialist, right? Like tries to get people out of debt, tries them to not be part of lifestyle of just always having payments. He's like, man, he goes, you want to talk about being an employee the rest of your life and you're always fearful of your job and you never want to quit your job. You can't because you have all these payments. You basically become indebted to this job and this debt. You never have that freedom of being able to say I'm debt free. And so he says, what he does is he gets people to be smart. Maybe you don't need 3 car payments. Let's get you down to 1 or what. And so anyway, to be Ramsey trusted is a program called Baby Steps, where they take people from just recognizing their situation all the way through to where they have their houses paid off and they have money in the bank. They have emergency funds and they're ready for any kind of financial storm that would come their way. They have Ramsey trusted agents where we've been through their training program to understand the strategies that they've obviously those people go into subscribing to mentally. And we understand what they're, so we're not like, why would you do that? Why would you put 50% down on a house? We understand why, because we were trained by...
It's crazy. Like a lot of places in Europe, there's no credit card. They refuse to get in any sort of that kind of debt and whatnot. But obviously you see them living in tinier homes and consuming a lot less. But
they negotiate a lot more too. I mean, I think that's the other thing is, think about this, guys.